Hey, welcome back to my channel Duct Tape Mechanic. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a Whirlpool or Maytag washing machine that's leaking water from the bottom. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. Alright, so here is the washing machine in question. It's a Whirlpool, but as I stated at the start, this video is going to be applicable to Maytag, also going to be applicable to Admiral or Amana, pretty much anything that has these sort of 6 LED lights followed by a start pause button, I should say. Now basically what's happening is that this washing machine, when it's on the wash cycle, is leaving a big puddle underneath. Now the reason why I said when it's on the wash cycle is because if it's leaving water while it's on the drain cycle, or the spin cycle I should say, most likely that's due to a pinhole leak in the drain hose. A common issue, but if it's leaking water on the wash cycle, the water hasn't gotten to the drain hose yet, and it's most likely a tub seal, and that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm going to quickly demonstrate what a typical tub seal looks like, but it's not that difficult to replace, so let's get to it. So if the leak is coming from the middle of the washer, most of the time it's the tub seal, and just for demonstration purposes I went ahead and took off that back panel. I'm just going to go down here and show you what I mean by the middle. The puddle we're getting is right underneath the motor, if you can kind of see that from this angle, and most of the time when that happens we have a bad tub seal. Very first thing we're going to do is disconnect the washer and also undo the water lines. Alright, so after that we're going to be removing the agitator. To do that, first we're going to pull up the bleach dispenser or fabric softener dispenser cup, and that leaves us with this cover piece that we need to pull up on as well to take off, and then there's just an 11mm bolt that holds it all in. We should be able to pull it right out. Now is take out the tub nut. Now to do that, it helps to have this sort of specialty spanner wrench. If you like, I can link this in the description of this video so you can order it. It's only like 10 bucks, so which is well worth it if you're doing this project by yourself. But if you don't want to order it, what I used to do when I didn't have one, I used to just get a large socket, maybe something even larger than this, put this onto the grooves of the tub nut, and then just smack it in the counterclockwise direction, and it'll eventually come out. One thing that helps before doing all of that is letting it soak in some WD-40. Alright, so after removing that tub nut, we're going to have to take out the inner tub. To do that, first thing we have to do is remove these three screws. So 1, 2, and 3. When you remove this one right here, this whole metal piece will come out. Alright, to remove the top piece after you've taken out those 3 screws, all you need to do is pull the top towards yourself. You'll hear a click, and then after that you can just pull up on it and it should come out. You can go ahead and lean it up against the back. Then after that we're going to take off this ring right here. All you have to do is push it down and then take it off the tabs. So next thing to do is we're going to pull up this tub. Now, very rarely you would be able to just pull this straight up. So a tip I have to get this up easy is to pull it up with one hand, and then at the same time kind of get a hammer and put it like this and hit this piece right here, and it should come up. So you're just going to give it a couple of bangs. So as you pull up, And so after that, we're just going to remove the drive block by kind of just hammering up on it. Yours washing machine shouldn't have this on it. It looks like somebody's clothing. This is what happens when you overload the tubs, and it just kind of sinks in between the inner and outer tubs, and it get caught where it's not supposed to go. Lucky for them, it didn't clog the pump there. We're just gonna tap this part and get this drive block up. There we go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put this top down and go ahead and put the machine on its back and remove the transmission from underneath. After that, go ahead and take off the belt guard. And take off the belt. Then take off the 2 bolts that hold on the motor and unplug it. 1, 2. Then go ahead and remove the drain pump. Go ahead and unplug the mode shifter and the motor capacitor and get the wiring harness out of the way. Alright, so once you have the connectors disconnected from the shifter and the motor capacitor, and you kind of have the wiring harness out of the way, the only thing left to do now is to undo the 4 bolts that hold the transmission on to the outer basket, and then we should be able to pull it right out. So once we've removed the transmission, we see that the tub seal is still in the tub. We should be able to just pull it right out. There we go. And that's what was leaking. Excuse me. That's what was leaking, and one of the biggest indicators was how this black stuff is just coming off on my hand. Pretty much the gasket is deteriorating. So let's install the new one. Alright, so here is the replacement part right here. I got the part number is going to be that right there, but what I'll do is I'll actually provide a link of this in the description. It also should pop up around now in the video, and so you can just click on that and get to that part right there. It's pretty cheap, should be less than 20 bucks or so. So this particular one has a little bit of lube on it. If not, you could just use any old grease. That would work as well. What we're going to do is we're going to lube up the inside and the outer ring before we install it onto the transmission. Okay, so the best way to do this is go ahead and get your lubed up tub seal and go ahead and slide it over the transmission shaft and down onto the transmission. Just press it into place, and that's it. Now we're just going to bolt up the transmission and put everything back, and that should resolve this issue. Alright, so the steps to putting the washing machine back together is pretty much everything that I covered on how to take it apart, but in reverse order. So I'm just going to kind of speed through it, otherwise this video will be way too long. Right, so I've got the machine hooked up to my test station over here, and I went ahead just to I bypassed the lid lock right here just to make sure I can see that the washer is working, and as you could tell, it's running as it should. And the most important thing is that there is no water anywhere around the perimeter of the washer, so which proves that our replacing the tub seal was indeed the issue. Anyways, if you found this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up sign.